Hey, what's up everybody, it's BaldGuyAce and I am back with the 4th episode of my Road to 100 DL series. The first thing you might notice when you're looking at my inventory right now is that I only have 5 diamond locks and 15 world locks. What is going on, guys? Well, I'll tell you what just happened. The first thing is I bought 4 Magplants. Magplants are the item of the month, and I bought 4 of them and they're super awesome, and I'm going to show you guys what they do and how awesome they are in just a second. And the other thing that I did is I bought 139 surgery packs. 139 surgery packs, and I use those packs to fill up Ace 5, my surgery vending world, with tons of tools. So it's now restocked for anybody who wants to buy surgery tools. By the way, guys, before I talk about my Magplants, I just want to say thanks a lot for all these people that have been giving me donations. I really appreciate it, guys. I actually, since our last video where I collected all the donations, all of these boxes are now full again. So I'm going to have to collect them again. But just so you know, I'm no longer going to be collecting the donations during my videos. Unfortunately, because I collected them during my last video, now everybody's leaving all kinds of inappropriate comments and stuff in the donation box when they leave a donation. So I'm not going to be able to collect donations on the stream anymore, but I'm still very appreciative for anybody who wants to give donations. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. And now onto my Magplants. Check this out, guys. So I actually bought 4 Magplants. There are 2 here. And as I zoom out here, you'll notice above me, look at this, it's all gems. There's no seeds or blocks up here, and that's because right here, I have Magplants that are collecting these things. By the way, guys, for those of you that don't know, the Magplant is February's item of the month in Growtopia, and so right now they are selling for about 150 world locks a piece if you go to the world buy Magplant. Perhaps it'll go down a little, perhaps it'll go up a little, I'm not quite sure. I actually bought mine for about 140 to 145 world locks per Magplant, and I bought 4 of them. That was almost 6 DL worth of Magplants that I bought. And so that's one of the reasons why my total went down. But it's okay because I'm going to actually use my donated world locks to buy those Magplants, since Magplants are more of a convenience and not really something that's essential. I'm going to start keeping a more accurate count on my donations. That way you guys can tell how many DLs are from donations and how many DLs count toward my 100 DL total. So anyway, if I look at my Magplant on the left here, we see this one collects seeds. It has 319 chandelier seed in it right now. It actually had a ton of seeds in it, but I emptied them out and already planted them in my other farm. So I'll show you guys where I use my other 2 Magplants in a second. But this one has seeds, and it has this check mark here which says enable collection. That means anytime that chandeliers are broken in this world and there's a seed that drops, it immediately gets transferred into this Magplant 5000. And it's called the Magplant 5000 because it holds 5,000 items in it. So it can hold up to 5,000 chandelier seeds and 5,000 chandelier blocks. So what I'm using my other Magplant for here is to collect chandelier blocks. But in addition to collecting the chandelier blocks that come from breaking, it also allows me to place chandelier blocks. As you see here, it says building mode active. This happens because I punched it. So if I punch it here, it becomes inactive again. Now I punch it again, and now you see it's active. And in addition to becoming active, it also collects blocks that will fall from any broken chandeliers. Now when I just punched the Magplant, it actually gave me a Magplant 5000 remote. I use that Magplant 5000 remote in order to actually place the chandelier that are in my Magplants. So as you see, I don't actually have any chandelier blocks in my inventory, but I'm going to go up here and I'm going to select the remote, and then I'm going to actually place, using the remote, whatever's in the Magplant that I had the remote of. And so the Magplant that's active has chandelier blocks in it, and so as you see here, I'm actually placing chandelier blocks even though what I have selected is the Magplant remote. So it's using the chandelier blocks, which are all the way down inside that Magplant that we were just looking at. And I can place an unlimited amount of chandelier blocks until that Magplant runs out of chandeliers. So for instance, when I first started placing in this break world, I had 5,000 chandelier blocks in that Magplant, and I was able to continually place all the way through the break world until I placed the 1,800 chandelier blocks that this break world holds. And I was able to do that without going back down and collecting another 200 chandelier blocks and then placing them and then going back down and collecting another 200. That's what I had to do before. Now I can just place them all really fast, and so it makes it way more convenient. I don't have to worry about my inventory filling up because the chandelier blocks and the chandelier seeds that fall out of these when they're broken immediately go into the Magplant below. So let me just give you a demonstration of how the seeds and the blocks go down to the Magplant. So let's see here, I have my Rayman's Fist, and I'm just gonna break these chandelier here. And as you can see the seeds are actually falling and flying into the Magplant. You can actually see the animation of the seeds and the blocks flying when they break. So let me see here, I'll just keep doing it. Yeah, see, there's another seed, it just goes flying into the Magplant down below. There's another one there. And if we happen to get a chandelier broken, the chandelier will also fly into the other Magplant. And so it's pretty cool. And the only thing that's actually dropping here are gems, and so I'm picking them up. There's also the random things like fire essences and the hidden riches items, because I don't have Magplants to pick those up. But that's okay, that's not that big of a deal. Like, see, here's another hidden riches item there. But the actual seeds, which would normally fill up my inventory up here and cause me to have to go back down and back and forth constantly, those go straight into the Magplant, and so that is pretty cool. So I'm back down to where the Magplants are, and as you see here, we have 337 seeds here, which was more than what we had before, and that was because the seeds that I just got from breaking flew right into the Magplant, so that is pretty cool, guys. Now I want to show you my other 2 Magplants, and so I'm going to go through this door, which goes to BGA Farm 1, and I'm in BGA Farm 1, and I actually have 1 Magplant already placed here, and what's cool is that another thing you can do with the Magplants, in addition to building, you can also plant by using the Magplants. So as I click here, I actually purposely left 100 chandelier seed in here, just so I can demonstrate that for you. So I'm going to click here to get the remote. The planting mode is already active, as you can see here, but if you weren't sure, you can hit it, and then you can hit it again. And you see here the little animation means that the building mode, it doesn't say building mode anymore, it actually says planting mode, because it knows there's a seed in it, so instead of building mode, it's planting mode. And planting mode's active, and I have 100 chandelier seed that are in here. I don't have those seeds in my inventory, but I have the remote, and so what I'm going to do now is go up to the top of my farm. I actually left 1 row just for me to plant for this video, and I have the Magplant 5000 remote. And as you see here, I have the remote and I'm planting, and that is kind of awesome, guys, because what I did was the entire rest of this farm, the other 24 rows, I planted all at once. That was 24 rows, 2,400 seeds, which would have made me have to take 12 trips back and forth of collecting seeds and planting them. And I was able to do it in just 1 trip because I used the remote, and using that remote, I actually planted all 2,400 of these seeds. I just left that 1 row at the top so I could plant it right now, and as you see here, I'm going to go back down here, and as I look at the Magplant, it shows, oh, it contains 1 seed, so I can actually tell I skipped a spot. Let us go right back up there and just see. Probably right at the very end, actually. Oh, no, right here, there it is. See, so I skipped 1. Boom, there it is. If I respawn now, we'll see that the machine is now totally empty because I used all 100. Yes, look at that. The machine is currently empty. Boom. All right, so that's what you use those for now. So now that this is empty, I can now break it. The Magplant takes a long time to break, but there we go. It broke, and now I have 2 of them in my inventory. And now I'm going to go to a farm that is actually full. Let me go to BGA Farm 3. And so I think the most convenient use of the Magplants is actually this, and that is to use them to collect blocks when you're actually harvesting your trees. What's cool about the Magplants is you can actually use 2 of them to fill up an area that has more than 5,000 items. So for instance, in this case, I have 2 here. All you have to do with the Magplant is wrench it and then choose what item you want it to collect. So I'm going to choose a chandelier seed. I purposely left 1 chandelier in my backpack just so I could choose it. And now I'm going to wrench this other one and also choose chandelier. So what a lot of people might not know with the Magplants is you can use more than 1. So even though each one only holds 5,000, if you put 2 and have them collect the same thing, 1 will fill up and get 5,000 items, and then the other one will start filling up. And that's super awesome because, for instance, in a farm, you'll get over 10,000 items of blocks usually, especially if you're using fuel. And so by using these 2, I'm able to collect 10,000 worth of chandelier blocks when I do this harvesting. In fact, I'll show you right now, both these machines are empty. I'm going to show you that one, and then I'll show you this one. Both are empty. So I'm going to harvest all 2,500 of these chandelier trees, and then we'll show you how many blocks get collected in these Magplants. And I'll be right back in just a second. Alright guys, I just finished harvesting 2,500 chandelier trees. Let me just unequip this harvester and put on, let's see, I'll do the ice horse, and I'll put my rainbow wings back on. And look at this, as you can see here, both of these Magplants are totally full. Look at this, this machine contains 5,000 chandelier, and this machine contains 5,000 chandelier. That means that there's 10,000 blocks that I would have had to manually go up and collect within this farm that automatically are now down here, which makes it way easier for me to transport it into my break world. Let me just see here, if I go to the right, so it looks like there was just a little bit of chandeliers here that I need to actually collect, just on the bottom row. So that's really not so bad. If you really wanted to be fully efficient, you could get a 3rd Magplant, but I don't think that's really necessary just to collect 1 extra row of chandeliers. I think I'm capable of collecting 1 row on my own. I think I can do that. But so yeah, this saves me 50 trips of going up to my farm and collecting 200 chandelier, and then going all the way back down, and then going into my break world and putting it in. Now I still have to transport these 10,000 chandelier into my break world, but because these Magplants are right here, all I have to do is quickly click on it, then go to this door right here, go to my break world, and then go over here and put it in. And if I really want to be efficient, I can go back and I can actually edit this door so that this door goes straight to BGA Farm 3. I can edit the other door in BGA Farm 3 to come right back here. And basically, it really doesn't take that long at all to transport the stuff over to here. So it makes it way more convenient, guys. Although it is a little expensive right now at about 150 world locks per Magplant. But if you have the world locks to spend, it's definitely way convenient. But it's not necessary, so I wouldn't waste your world locks on it if you don't actually have that many. But if you have them to spend, it definitely makes your life a whole lot easier when it comes to farming. Alright guys, so now that I talked about my Magplants, I want to talk about all these surgery packs that I was just able to buy. So basically guys, I was trying to buy packs when I first started my surgery vend shop for 7 world locks each. And I was able to do that for quite a while, but for whatever reason, surgery packs have now risen in price. Perhaps it was because of all the people that have watched my video, perhaps it was a totally other reason, I'm not quite sure what it was. But for whatever reason, they've risen in price and it's almost impossible now to buy packs for 7 world locks. And so what I decided to do is I did some calculations and I realized that I can still buy packs for 8 world locks and still make a profit. Not as much of a profit as if I was to buy them for 7 world locks, but it still is a profit and that's all that I need. So what I decided to do was search for some people that were selling a lot of packs for 8 world locks. And as soon as I went into the World Buy Surges, I realized that one guy was selling them for 8 world locks and he was selling 139 packs. And so 139 packs, so it's pretty awesome by the way in a world, which I thought was kind of cool, all the packs just placed out there. And so 139 packs is actually 695 tools and 139 heart monitors, 139 beds. And so that is pretty cool, guys. And so what I did was I bought them from him and I stocked them all in Ace 5. And so as you see here, there are now tons of tools in each of my vending machines. 809 stitches. We have, let's see, we got 765 anesthetic. Let's see if the antibiotics is, so look at this, 11 antibiotics. I had over 800 in here just a second ago. Somebody went and bought them all. Look at that, I got 68 world locks in here because somebody went and bought all my antibiotics. I literally just filled this up like before I made this video. There were 800 antibiotics in here, I think. There are at least 700 to 800 antibiotics in here on sale for 12 world locks each. And they are already fully sold out. So hopefully we'll get our money back here. Look at this, a couple other things sold out too. These were all filled, guys. Look at, what was this? Scalpels, all the scalpels are gone too. 73 world locks in here. So that's pretty awesome, guys. Because I was actually going here to show you guys how everything is totally stocked. And there's 800 in every vending machine, and somebody already bought out all the scalpels and all the antibiotics. So that's pretty cool. What I might do is some autoclaving with some of the, probably with the clamps, because nobody ever buys clamps, although it looks like some people did buy some of them. But I'll probably like autoclave these, turn them into scalpels and antibiotics. So don't worry, there'll be more scalpels and antibiotics to buy if you guys want them. And so this is pretty cool. And I calculated I should be able to make around 25 to 30%, even though I bought these packs for 8 world locks each. And so that should be pretty cool. You know what, since we're here right now, I'm just gonna collect what we have in world locks here, guys. So I'm basically selling everything here for either, some of the tools are selling for 12 per world lock, some are selling for 13. If they don't sell, what I'll do is I'll autoclave them and I'll autoclave them into the tools that do sell. I'm gonna have to take these stitches, I still have 800 stitches, I'm gonna have to take them into the World Buy Surges and try to sell them to people for 5 per 3 world lock. And hopefully the sponges will start to sell because there's a lot of sponges in there. And they're on sale for 6 per world lock, so hopefully they'll sell, that would be nice. And yeah, so that's pretty awesome, guys. So as you see, guys, even though I have 10 diamond locks and 74 world locks, so we're already getting back up there. So once these tools sell, I should be back over 20 again. And those 6 diamond locks that I spent on the Magplants, I took those out of donations, but I actually took them out of my total for now. So the next 60L that I get in donations, I'm going to add toward my total. That way everything is calculated correctly. So as you see here, somebody was nice enough to give me 2,200 snowball, and I put them on sale for 4 per world lock. We'll see if those sell like that. If they don't sell that expensive, I might lower the price a bit, but that should end up being 4 or 5 DL total in donations. Also, one thing that I haven't been counting because I've been saving up for Valentine's Day is these 1,281,838 gems that I have. I haven't been counting those toward my total, but that would normally be about 12 DL, and so that would also be added into my total normally. But because Valentine's event is coming up soon, I'm actually saving my gems in the hopes of maybe getting a golden heart crystal from Valentine's Day by buying packs. The odds are against me, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping with this many gems, once Valentine's event comes, that I'll actually get one. If I can just get one golden heart crystal from all these gems, it'll make it way worth it. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'll be able to get it, but it'll be fun checking it out. So I'm definitely gonna make a video on that when that happens, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video. Thanks again for all the donations, and thanks again for everything and everybody watching my videos. I really appreciate it. It's been really great. It's amazing the reception I've been getting on this series, guys, so I really appreciate it. It's been super awesome. And so if you enjoyed this episode as well, guys, it'd be awesome if you could leave me a like. That would be really great. And what I'm going to do now is, for those of you that aren't subscribed, I'm going to put a circle with my picture on it right in the middle of the screen right there. And it'd be awesome if you could click that circle and click subscribe. That way you can keep in touch and find out when I post my future videos. I'm also going to put a video in the upper corner of the screen right there if you want to continue watching my videos right now. And until my next video, guys, I'm BaldGuyAce, reminding you to embrace the baldness.